think it's called COVID. Corona! It's the Corona Cast with Daliso Chaponda! Hello, and welcome to the Corona Cast comedy show. Here with me, Daliso Chaponda. If this is your first time tuning in, this is a show where I, a stand-up comedian with no audience most days because of the coronavirus, instead entertains you, the people of YouTube, the people of Twitch, the people wherever you have come across this stream. You are more than welcome. Today's episode is a comedic look at the news. I'm going to be taking a look at the comedy news. Now, I'm not actually sure if I am streaming. If any of you are watching, please do say hello. Okay, I've seen from Sarah Hall a hello. So we are going live. So it's going to be a look at the funniest news of the week. And before I do that, I will just say that if you do enjoy this show and you want to support it, let me let you know that I am going on tour. I am going on tour in 2021. It is called the Apocalypse Not Now Tour. Tickets are now on sale. Find out where I am performing near you. Go to africancomedian.com. You can buy tickets. If I am not performing near you, sign the mailing list because we are adding places every week, and you will get a little bit of a notification when I come near you. Hello to Cleber de Gracio, welcome back. Hello to Subash Arbi. Hello to Lonnie Boy 3000. Hello to everybody. Okay, let's keep going with this look at the news stories. As always, I will mainly just do a show, but what I will do is after the first four stories, we'll have a short intermission where I will take a look at your feedback. So ask questions, speak as much as you like. And Cleber de Gracia, indeed, thank you very much for the $5 donation from last time. Any of you who want to support the show, you can join the Patreon, or you can go to ko-fi.com/Daliso Chaponda. There's so many ways to support this show. But let's get to this well-supported show, which is made possible by the patrons. Okay, first story. A Japanese town is using robot wolves to scare away bears. The robots, as you can see, these robots have 4 legs, a blonde mane, glowing red eyes. Their eyes flash on and off, and their mouth emits 60 different sounds, from howling to grinding machine sounds, to scare the bears away. Now look, people, I gotta tell you that this monster, this robotic wolf, is a creature of our it's the creature of our nightmares, okay? You are frightening off bears by something possibly more frightening. This robotic wolf could become self-aware, and then we've got a serious problem, ladies and gentlemen. This, to me, is the similar of trying to deal with your fear of spiders by giving you a handful of praying mantises. This is like telling your little kid who is afraid of the monster under the bed that they shouldn't be afraid of the monster under the bed, because it's going to stay under the bed because it is scared of the monster in the closet. That's what's going on in Japan. Exactly, Sarah Hall. What the hell? That does not look like a dog. Sarah is asking, where is Panda? Well, Panda, of course, is no fool. Panda is hiding from that monstrosity of a wolf. Doesn't want to look at that wolf. Okay, let's keep going. Next story of the day. This one boggles the imagination, okay? One lock of Elvis Presley's hair has expected to sell for $6,000 at an auction. For a lock of hair! For $6,000, I want the full head of hair. No, one lock of his hair for $6,000 is being sold by a British fan. And he explains that he's selling now because he has had so much enjoyment from showing people his Elvis memorabilia that he would now like others to experience that same enjoyment. I'm reading between the lines, okay? Anybody who buys this lock of hair, please sanitize it. Please fumigate it. Clearly, the past owner was wanking on it. Did you hear the language, the relish with which he spoke of how much enjoyment he got from this lock of hair? I don't trust it, ladies and gentlemen. I don't trust it, ladies and gentlemen. So if you do want to bid for it, please sanitize it. Okay, let's keep going, ladies and gentlemen. Let's keep going. I am seeing the comments from YouTube. I am not seeing them from Facebook. Give me 1 second just to make sure that it is broadcasting on Facebook. Okay, I think it's honestly, streaming.
I would charge more, to be honest.
I think you would charge more?
Yeah, it's Elvis Presley.
It's Elvis Presley? You think one lock of his hair should be worth more than? For a lock! One lock of his hair! For his guitar, maybe!
Elvis Presley!
For his suit!
Elvis Presley!
But it's a lock of hair!
Face of Elvis Presley!
Oh my gosh. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we have this nutter on the side saying that she would pay a lot more than $6,000 for a lock of Elvis Presley's hair. That is
Elvis Presley.
But what are you going to do with the hair?
It's Elvis Presley.
Okay. I clearly never understood the love. Okay.
I think that's a bargain.
Speaking of items being sold for a lot of money, the next story is rather interesting. So in Indonesia, this fellow, a meteorite came down from the sky, smashed into his house, and now he has sold the meteorite for $1 million. Yeah, take that, Elvis Presley's hair. $1 million for the meteorite. I immediately have got to get suspicious, right? Because I'm like, no piece of rock is worth $1 million, okay? And also, this was not a very wealthy man. They could have bought it from him for $10,000. Why did they offer $1 million? I think something more is afoot, and actually, he's being given $1 million as hush money. What does he know? Was this meteorite come and give him superhuman powers? Is this meteorite come with aliens? I don't know. I'm suspicious. That rock is not worth $1 million. There is something afoot. Ladies and gentlemen, we need to investigate further. Put your theories in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Put the theories in the chat. Okay. I think we have one more story before we go into our break. I still cannot see any of the Facebook comments. So what I think I shall do is Jacqueline says I am not streaming on Daliso Comedy. Okay, there's a problem with Daliso Comedy, which ironically is the place where I get the most viewers. So I am not streaming. Unfortunately, I'm not really sure what to do about it. Okay, so please indulge me for a second because all of my other platforms usually get like 50 people. Daliso Comedy gets a few thousand people watching it over the day. So I've got to make sure that it does stream there. This is almost an unintentional intermission as I attempt to make sure that it is sharing. What you're getting, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, let me just put a CoronaCast comedy show streaming here. And let me do this. Aha! And post that. Hopefully that will bring the Daliso Comedy people. Okay, let's move on to the next story. Apologies for that. So, as you can see, the next story, I think you can see where this is going. A person called Anu, A-N-U, started a restaurant, which is finger-licking, pocket-loving, good food, right? In the ad, he called it Anu's Kitchen. Somebody typed it without the apostrophe, and so the ad went all over social media as Anus Kitchen. Exactly the kind of childishness you expect followed, with people underneath talking about how it must have great rump steak. Oh, do they serve shiitake mushrooms, and so on and so forth. And I do not condone such childish behavior, right? I do not at all condone it, because look, the owner of this restaurant must have felt like such an ass, right? And he must still be trying to get to the bottom of how this typo occurred. But, and this is a big but, and I cannot lie, I hope it doesn't affect sales, as Anu's Kitchen seems like a rare restaurant. And the person who made the error deserves a good spanking. Ladies and gentlemen, let us get to the intermission. Take a look at the chat. Hello, people. Hello, people on YouTube and Twitch. Apologies, people on Facebook. Maybe you're not getting a Corona cast today. I'm not sure what happened. I'm not sure what's going down. Okay, whoops. Okay, hello. Hello, Kibler. Hello, Subhash. Hello, Sean A. Good to have you in the house. Hello, Michael Betty. Hello, everybody. I hope you're all having a good evening. No domestic arguments on the stream. That was not an argument, okay? That was not an argument. We simply disagreed on the value of Elvis Presley's hair. Hello, Joshua Rob. Good to have you in the house. Philman Santiago says, you've been reviewing all of my other videos here on YouTube. Big fan from Dubai. Very good to have you in the house. What I suggest you do if you want the funniest videos is if you go to their playlist, and there's a playlist which is specials. Check out the specials playlist, because that's more polished stand-up. But you are welcome to all the past CoronaCast comedy shows too. Dreamwalker asks, have I ever been on the bad side of an audience when cracking jokes? You are very welcome. Not for a long time. When I started out, I had a case, for example, where I was walked off stage because I did some jokes which they considered offensive. It was a joke about how there should be a reality show. Instead of doing a reality show with, celebrities, we need to do one with religious fanatics. Right, and I suggested we get a couple of Jehovah's Witnesses, a couple of Mormons, a couple of members of ISIS, put them in a house together, starve them, and then every morning give them bacon and booze. And the university who I was performing somehow seemed to interpret that as religiously intolerant and got very aggressive and angry. And I was trying to explain to them, no, we're making fun of the nutters. We're making fun of the fanatics, not regular religious people. Didn't matter. The nuance was lost upon them. And one of them walked up and grabbed my microphone, and I had to leave. So that is one case many, many years ago when I got on the wrong side of the audience. Excellent. Let's see what's going on. You're watching from South Africa. Hello to you in South Africa. I've heard that you're doing well with the coronavirus, and your numbers are actually quite low because you had come in with such a very intense lockdown early on in the year. I hope what I'm hearing is right. Am I drinking coffee or tea? I'm drinking coffee. It's going to be a long night because I have a lot of admin to do, Sarah. I have a very lot of admin, and since it's not broadcasting the questions on Facebook, let me just open up Facebook and see if anybody is messaging me directly in Facebook. Yes, hello to you. Oops, let me turn off the sound. Yes, oops. Hello, all of my Facebook people. Good to have you in the house. I hope some of you who are on the Daliso fan page have found your way here. Okay, let's keep going, ladies and gentlemen. Let's keep going.
Did it cut out?
No, it's broadcasting everywhere except the place where I have the most viewers. So it's broadcasting on YouTube and it's broadcasting on Twitch. Okay. Facebook, where I get like 1,000 people watching, it's not broadcasting there.
Why?
I don't know. But I can't really do the technical checking while the show is going. Okay, back to the overload. Back to the overlay. Okay, let's keep going, ladies and gentlemen. Oops, every time I go, it rewinds. After Anu's chicken, the next story is absolutely amazing. This is my favorite story that I came across. A gymnast in North Korea escaped to the south by vaulting himself over the barricades without triggering any sensors. This guy is like some kind of Marvel superhero, right? He vaulted himself over the barricade. The judges gave him a 9, a 9, and an 8.5, right? Now, this border zone is mined, right? It's got mines. If he had done it wrong, he could have blown himself up, which maybe, ladies and gentlemen, is actually... Maybe that's what we need to make the Olympics, the indoor Olympics, a little bit more exciting. Tell me, would you not tune in if you found out that this year, when they did the gymnastics, there were going to be some carefully placed mines all around the indoor arena? Olympic organizers, consider this. But anyway, to go back to the story, this unnamed man who is in his late 20s, right, crossed, and officials didn't believe him. They didn't believe that he had jumped over, and they made him do the jump 2 more times before they believed him, because it was a 10-foot jump, and it would have had to be exactly done to not trick off any of the senders, and he did manage it. He evaded the landmines. He avoided the guards. I imagine that it looked a little bit like this. Now, I think we all know that it didn't look like that, but there is never no excuse to not look at this wonderful still from the movie Entrapment. Okay, let's keep going. Next up, and I think this is a short episode. I was meant to do 3 and 3, not 4 and 4. Anyway, this is the last story of the day, and this is one which is quite amusing to me, ladies and gentlemen. It's absolutely hilarious. So, the Canadian Prime Minister was pranked, okay? He was pranked by 2 comedians who put on voices and do prank calls, and they impersonated Greta Thunberg, right? And they started asking him about, climate change, about sustainability, using past things that she had said. And then amid all of it, the longer he spoke to them, they started being more and more absurd. And the point where he figured out it was a joke was when they said, "What are you going to do about Terrence and Phillip?" And Terrence and Phillip are 2 characters on South Park, at which point he decided it was a prank and he hung up, right? But they did get him for, around 10 minutes, had a bit of fun of him. And as for Greta Thunberg, she is not upset. If anything, she applauds them because, as I said, they used snippets of her past speeches in impersonating her, and as we know, she applauds avid recycling. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the CoronaCast Comedy Show. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Rich Gang, TMK. Apologies to all the Facebook people who were unable to watch it live. I will endeavor to share the video on my fan page. I think I will be back tomorrow. I might not be back. Yes, I think I'm back tomorrow. I've got some practices for the Royal Variety Show. Possibly, maybe I won't be back tomorrow. Please, either way, go to my Twitter, my Facebook, or my Instagram tomorrow, and you will get an update in the day about whether there's a Corona cast or whether I am doing the Zoom practice session, ladies and gentlemen. This has been a fabulous night. I don't even know. Sometimes I feel like I'm lying. No, I feel like I'm lying when I say I have a fabulous night. I'm tired. I'm tired and broken by 2020. It's so hard to muster the energy. I'm just like, we're getting to the point that one day I'm just going to come on the CoronaCast and just be like, yeah, this is episode 300. You entertain yourself. Because I am not bothered. I don't care anymore. Nothing's funny. Life is monotonous. It's the same every day. We're not quite there yet.
Best ending ever. You just came on. You came on all happy, like normal Daliso. You just lost it.